Deckard, I'm trying to make a video for first grade. Deckard. Deckard. I'm trying to make a video for first grade. Hi Glen Forest. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of my favorite books that I was reading when I was growing up, and I was in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. And it's all by the same author, Dave Pilkey. And this book is more recent because it is about Dogman, which I have seen at some of our book fairs. So maybe you guys know both of these, but definitely know Dogman. So I wanted to show you guys how to do an activity in these books. That was my favorite part of them, which is normally towards the middle of the book. We're going to start off with Captain Underpants, and I'm going to find what we call the Flip-O-Rama. Okay, the Flip-O-Ramas were these really cool pages in the book that basically created motion out of the pages with the artwork. So I'm going to show you guys how to do all of this. But first, I want to show you guys some examples. So let's go to Flip-O-Rama 2. So what you normally do is you put your fingers there where the outline of the fingers are. And your right thumb here, you put the book down and you quickly flip the pages so that it looks like the character is moving. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this. Let me see if I can find another example. So there's a robot fighting the toilet, and it's punching down on the toilet really badly. And you can see the expressions are moving, the arms are moving, and that's how you create the motion. The quicker you flip it, the more real it looks. The slower you flip it, the less real it looks. So if I go really fast, it looks like it's moving and I'm watching TV. In Dogman, the flip books are actually in color. I guess that's how old I am because these were black and white. But these in color are really cool. You're going to see Dogman in 3 different motions, okay? So maybe you can draw 3 different pictures, but first we're gonna start off with just drawing one and keeping it very simple. I know we don't normally do stick people in art, but for this project, it's gonna be easier if we do that. And then if you want to, you can make it more challenging and start drawing your shape person and start drawing your facial details that you guys have learned how to do, and then add more details in the background and the foreground and all that. All right, guys, if you have a sticky notepad, it's the easiest way to do this. But if you don't, I'll show you how to do it with paper soon. But in case you do, the first step when you're doing these Flip-O-Ramas is you want to draw a ground line. So I'm going to draw a ground line there. I'm going to flip my paper. And if you guys can see that, it made a little bit of a tracing of my line on the next page. So then I'm just going to trace on top of that. And there I have my ground line. The next thing I'm going to do, because I mentioned doing it with stick figures first, is I'm going to draw a stick person. No details yet, but I think I'm going to draw my stick person jumping. So for my next one, I'm going to put the head all the way up here, and then the body is going to be up in the air. And I'm going to add these lines to show motion, kind of like we did in class. Now let's see what I have. Ground line, stick person, draw it 2 times. And there I have my own little Flip-O-Rama with sticky notes. And if you don't have a sticky notepad, you can just grab a piece of paper. And to best use this piece of paper, you can fold your paper in half 2 times. Just like we did in school, we're going to fold it once, and then I'm going to fold it again. And then when I open it up, I'm going to have 4 rectangles, and then that is when I can bring in my scissors and I can cut the piece of paper. All right, so now I've used my scissors and I've cut my paper into 4 different rectangles, and now I can put 3 of them away so I can make a bunch of practice ones. And for this one, you're going to fold it in half to make your flip book. You're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to take your pencil or pen and you're going to draw your ground line. Step number 1 is your ground line. I'm going to draw my ground line, open my book, You can see that it kind of traced over to the other side. Draw your ground line, okay? Next step is to figure out what it is you want to try and draw. Last time I had my person jumping. This time, I think I want to have my person running. So I'm going to draw a shape person with stick person, not shape person. And then I'm going to have my person running. Okay, I'm going to add these lines. So now I have to remember that for the next motion, it can't look exactly like this. So I'm going to move the head over here, almost falling out of the page. And then I'm going to make sure that this arm is up and this arm is down. So I'm going to draw my line down. This one is up. And then the legs are also going to be flipped. So this one's going to be up and this one's going to be up as well. And I'm going to draw more of the running lines. And now let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to close it here. I'm going to flip my stick person and it's going to look like it's running across the page. Okay? So your art challenge is to try and make your own Flip-O-Rama and try and send it a picture to me at my email address, which I will put at the bottom of this video. Okay? See you next time.